Hello everyone. Today I want to cut a bubu kaftan. You can see I'll fold it into four. Fold it into four. This is two. And this is two. Then the shoulder we're working with is shoulder 15. Then the mid shoulder plus length. That's the half shoulder plus length plus the sleeve length is 20 inches, so I deduct 2 inches because I'll be adding satin to the sleeve length. So I deduct 2 inches, which will be for the satin that I'll be using to join the sleeve length. Then here now, instead of 20, I have 18 and a half here. 18 and I'll be using 18 and a half here. 18 and a half, which is here. Eighteen and a half. Now connect that with my ruler, like so. Here I rule half inch out for my starting line. Then the neck width I'll be using is 3.5 inches. The neck width is 3.5 inches, and the neck depth for the back is 1.5 inches. Neck depth for the back is 1.5 inches, while the neck depth for the front will be 4 inches. 4 inches for the front. This is for the back, this is for the front. Then the shoulder to nipple I'm working with is 10 inches. This bubu that I'm cutting has a yoke at the front, so my shoulder to nipple is 10 inches. Then the full length I'm working with is 55 inches. The full length is 55. So for the yoke, you can see the picture of the style I'm trying to recreate on the screen. So for the yoke, the yoke will be on the nipple point, but I will make this the main fabric to start from about 5 inches. 5 inches. I'll make it 4.5 inches. By the time I fold in, to come to 5 inches, because I don't want the bust area to be revealing. So just 4.5 inches. Then if you notice, there's another opening at the chest point, which I'll be using 2 inches for that. 2 inches, or you can use 2.5 inches, whichever one you like to use. And I'll connect it like so. I'm going by 1/4 inch, quarter of an inch, and I'll connect it like so. Can you see that? Can you see? And now for the sleeve opening. Okay, sorry, I have a slant here. I'll be using 1/2 inch for my slant. For the shoulder slant, I'll use 1/2 inch. Then from that slant, I'll come down by 11 inches. 11 inches. Can you see that? 11 inches. So by the time I sew in the allowance, I will have 10 inches left for the sleeve opening. Hope you get that. Come down by 1/2 inches for the shoulder slant. Then from there, come down by 11 inches for the sleeve opening, but after joining it will go back to 10 inches. Then I'll join the slant here. Now go up by 1/2 inch for the shoulder joining. 1/2 inch for the shoulder joining. Can you see that? Can you see that? Then since I have 11 inches here, I'll also come down here so my bust point is 10 inches, so I'll come down by 12 inches. 12 inches. Then my hip measurement, sorry, I'll work with the hip measurement. The hip measurement I'm working with is 37 inches. At 37 inches divided by 4 will give us 9.25 inches plus 4 inches. That is 37 inches for the hip measurement divided by 4 is 9.25 inches plus 4 inches, that is plus 3 inches for each, then 1 inch for sewing allowance, which make it 4 inches. That is 9.25 plus 4 inches, that is 13.25 inches. We have it here, 13.25 inches, and I'll take it down. 13.25 inches all to the hem line. The client I'm working for, sewing for, is actually on the small size, so I'll connect like so. I hope the lines are visible enough. Then this is my sleeve opening. Now just connect it like so with a curve. And you see that? There. My shoulder to waist I'm working with is 16 inches. I want to indicate the shoulder to waist because I'll be adding a pocket to it. So the shoulder to waist is 16 inches. 16 inches, which is here. Then I'll go down by 2 inches for the pocket. But that's the starting point of the pocket, and the opening will be around 6.5 or 7 inches. I just use 6.5 inches. So now I already remember for the yoke, I'll be cutting this place out. I'll be cutting, that's for the front piece. This is 4.5. So for the front part, this place, this so I'll cut it out and replace it with the lace, but the lace fabric I'll be using will get to this point. The lace fabric I'll be using will get to this point. We get to the nipple. This is the nipple measurement, but the lace will start from here. We get to the nipple measurement, but this place, this fabric will still be at this area. I'm putting this so that the undergarment will not be showing under the lace. Hope you understand what I'm saying. When we are sewing part, you will understand better. Right now I'll cut it out now. First of all, I'll cut out the back neckline first. This is for the back. Then I'll cut the slant, the shoulder slant. This place is for the pocket opening. I'll notch it. The starting point of the pocket, I'll notch it like so. Then there will be a slit. I'll be using 12 inches for the slits. By the time I fold the hem, I'll have 11 inches left. So I'll indicate. So after cutting, I take out the one inside as the back piece. You see, this will serve as the back piece. Now use this as the front. So I'd like you to pay attention here. I want to do something so that the um, the breast part and the under garment, let's say like the bra, will not be showing under the lace. So instead of just leaving only this lace, I want the lace to reflect also here. So remember, this is our nipple point. I'll also come down by half inch here and by 1 inch. Come down by 1 inch. Try to lace the yoke. The lace I'll be using for the yoke will start from 1 inch below the nipple point. Below the nipple point by 3.5 inches here. Then I'll come down by and take it to 6 inches. But let me just make it 7 inches here. 7 inches. And I'll cover it like this. I hope you can see that. Just trying to create something. I hope it comes out nice and I pray my clients will like it. So I've got that. Then for the front part, I want the lace will be the sleeve all through. You understand what I'm doing here? I'll cut this part out. And if you don't understand it, by the time I'm sewing, you will understand it better. So now this part, that I'm cutting out, I'll replace it. The lace will cover from here to this part. Hope you understand it now. Thank you for watching. Alright, let's just cut out the lace part. This is the lace I'll be using. Remember, folded 18.5 inches. And then just make it 15 and you can cut off the excess. I'll just mark 15 inches here. Then I'll indicate the 12 inches I needed. I'm doing that because of the armhole area. This is 15 inches now. But I'll indicate my 12 inches I'll be using here. Just understand that. Okay. So now I'll cut here. I'll go this way and I'll cut it like so. Hope you understand it. Then I'll place this. I'll also cut here and cut out the neckline too, which I'll be placing on the front piece. By the time we get to the sewing part, you understand it better. I'll make the neck to be 4 by 4 inches. So I'll be using bias to finish the neckline. Let me show you what you have done here. Remember, this is the front part. Can you see that? This is what we have done. Can you see the main fabric here? Can you see the main fabric from here now? That is all. Then for the, okay, let me just use the back piece. For the sleeve opening, for the 13 that I'll be using, this is 11.5. let's say approximately 12 times 2 is 24, so I'll be cutting satin strip of. Yeah, today now we'll be doing the way for the sewing of the bubu. Remember, this is the front piece that we cut out. The yoke will start from on this place, so I'll notch it now so I can read the line. Then first of all, I will use a bias to finish this part. I'll use bias here to finish this part. Then I'll come back to show you the lace part. So I've used bias. I've used bias to finish up this place. And you see, this is the bias on the wrong side. You see. Now I'll place the lace. I've ruled the line where the lace will be. That's 1 inch below the nipple point. Now for the lace, the yoke placement, that's the lace, you can use hemming gum and your iron to hold it on the main fabric, but for me I will use pins. So I will fix the pin and show you. Now I've pinned it down. Like I said, you can use your steam iron and your hemming gum to hold it down. So I'll use my pin to pin it down, then I'll take it to the machine and stitch on it. I'll stitch it all through. Then I also pin this part and I'll also stitch it here. I'll stitch it down. I'll show you. So now I have stitched it. I see. I'll stitch it. I'll stitch here. And I also stitch here. And I also stitch here. Can you see? So now the next thing is to join the shoulders, the front and the back. Join the front and the back together on the shoulder. I will also fix the pocket. I join it together like so, and I also fix the pocket. Then so here we are. I have joined the shoulders together. Can you see? I've joined the shoulder. And I've also fixed the satin. Can you see that? Fix it neatly. I've joined both shoulders. I have fixed join the pockets also. Then now I will go and finish the neckline with bias. I'll finish the neckline with bias. Then I'll join the sides. I'll join the side, join the hem, and I will come and show you the outcome. Yeah, you can see I've joined. I've used bias to finish up the neckline, though I will still use half-inch bias. If you check the video or the picture very well, you will see that there's a bias that is used to tie this place together, and a tassel is added to is attached to it. So I will still do that. Just want to show you what I've done already. I've finished up the neckline. I've joined the sides. I've fixed the pocket also. I've fixed the pocket. I've joined the sides down. And here is the slits. Like I said, the gown is for a small size person. Can you see that? So now the next thing is to add bias, velvet bias, the half-inch velvet bias to this place with a tassel added to it. Then I'll finish up the down part. I've cut this 2 inches strip. I'll weave it round. I will be using 10 inches for each, like so. If you notice the down part, 10 inches for the down part. Then I also use a half-inch velvet bias to cover it up here. Then we'll have it down here. I will show you when I want to attach it. Thank you.
I have Christ in me. Everything I put my hand, you go walk. Oh, you know go delay. Oh, because I'm on God's speed. Oh, listen up. Yes, I have Christ in me.